Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, fellow humans. Today we'll be exploring Al-Wadood, the beautiful attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Wadood is the one who loves his good servants. He is the only one who is ultimately worthy of love. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in his infinite and unconditional love of his good servants, has given them all abilities, but above all, the ability to love him. He has given them the possibility to receive and achieve truth, which is beyond the understanding of ordinary intellect. That is the special ability which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestows upon his servants. Yet the gift in itself is not sufficient. To be able to profit from this enlightenment, there is yet another condition, which is faith. And faith put into action, which is devotion. Let the ones who seek enlightenment run to piety and worship. Al-Wadood is that sole goal of the heart which seeks the love of Allah. But love is only possible if the lover is aware of the beloved, as well as of the beauty and perfection of the beloved. For most people, awareness depends upon the senses, and the senses are many. Each one is attracted to different things. When the soul is aware of itself, and one is aware of one's soul, then the senses follow the soul, which is aware of the whole. Allah is the one beloved of the soul, because all perfection is in him. All the senses are ecstatic with the inexhaustible, sweet taste of this perfection. How does one reach that state of sensitivity and awareness when the flesh naturally loves its good life, its pleasures, health, home, property, business, and so forth? No ordinary person needs education, intelligence, incentive, and guidance to love these things. But to love Allah, we do need at least intelligence and guidance in order to realize that everything we naturally love is Allah's possession and His gift, that all of it is only a sign of His care and love for us. All that we love is temporary, as we ourselves are. Only our sacred soul, our sacred spirit, the greatest gift to us, and the owner of that soul, our Creator, are eternal. The realization of this is much greater gift than all we could possess in this world. For when Allah loves His servants, He gives that person understanding, consciousness, faith, and love of Him. The Wadood among human beings is the one who loves for others that which he loves for himself. Indeed, he prefers the needs of others to his own. Such a blessed one can find. I pray that on the day of judgment, I may be stretched over the whole of hell, so that the feet of sinners will not burn. Hazrat Ali said, if you wish to be loved by your Lord, draw close to those who abandon you. Give to those who are stingy toward you. Forgive those who harm you. The beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if a believer looks at the face of another believer with love, it is better for him than praying in my mosque for a whole year. He also said, the faithful who love and care for each other are like one single body. When a part of that body is injured, the whole body aches. Even when we suffer at the hands of those for whom we wish more than we wish for ourselves, We should say, as the beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when he was wounded in the battle of Uhud, "O my Lord, guide my tribe well, for they do not know what they are doing. They do not know the truth." So who is Abdul Wadood? Abdul Wadood is the one whose love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the ones who love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is perfect. When Allah loves His servant, He spreads the love for that servant far and wide so that all except the heedless love Him too. Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the beloved of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when Allah loves a servant, He calls the archangel Hazrat Jibreel and says, "I love this servant of mine, love him also." Then Jibreel calls on to the heavens and say, "O you who are in the heavens, Allah loves this servant, love him too." So all that exist in the heavens love him. Then the love of that servant is proposed to the creatures of the earth, and they love him also. Many saints have declared this blessed name to be Al-Ism Al-Azam, the greatest name. The seekers of truth who wish to follow orders with love and pleasure and become good servants of Allah should recite this name often. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves His servants. He says in a divine tradition, "My servants draw not near to me with anything more loved by me than the religious duties I have enjoined upon him, and my servant continues to draw near to me with supplicatory works so that I shall love him. When I love him, I am his hearing with which he hears, his seeing with which he sees, his hands with which he strikes, and his foot with which he walks." If a husband and a wife or any two people who are in conflict and hostile to each other eat from a dish upon which one has recited Ya Wadood 1,000 times, it is hoped that they'll be reconciled. If a person writes and reads this name upon a piece of white silk and carries it on himself and remembers to recite it often, people will be more inclined to like him. So keep on reciting and keep on bringing the energy of Al-Wadood in you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.